This is the Angel Juicer 7500 and I'm going to be making kale juice. I'm taking kale, which came from a bag. I rinsed it, washed it, and it's good to go. And I'm just placing it inside of the hole right there, the drop chute, whatever you want to call it. And you can see right away it's starting to make kale juice. Kale, yeah. You don't know, funny. But either way, let's get going with this. I'm just going to keep on feeding the Angel Juicer 7500 more kale, taking the plunger and pressing it down. Now, for the most part, the twin engines, or the twin turbine, whatever you want to call it, in there, it's two grinders. It actually pulls in the kale and makes the juice. Now, sometimes I need to take the plunger and plunge it down when I've stuffed the top of it with too much kale. Kale, no. You can't stuff it too much, can you? Kale, yeah, you can. So I'm going to take the plunger and actually feed it whenever I put too much kale inside of the top. Now, you can see the juice is coming up on the tubing right there, and it's dripping down into the juice collection container. I use the glass collection container to collect the juice, and I use the plastic one for catching the pulp. And I just keep on feeding it in there, and it keeps on giving me great juice consistently through there, and taking the pulp and pushing it out at the end. That's usually how it goes within body, I guess, of the juicer. Kale, yeah. I'm just going to keep on feeding it. I'm trying to feed as much as I possibly can. I'm probably going to use the entire bowl of kale in order to get all of the kale juice I possibly can. I believe the expiration date is coming up soon for the bag of kale that I have, so I want to go ahead and use it so I don't put it to waste. Now, some of you are out there thinking, okay, you're just wasting a lot of the pulp, but I have something for you coming towards the end of the video. I'm actually going to use the pulp inside of my eggs that I'm going to be having for breakfast, and I'll show you that once I'm finished juicing all of the kale. Now, I'm almost done with using this. Now, it's important not to put too much kale in the tubing because you may cause it to jam. Now, with the 7500 series of the Angel Juicer, it actually comes with an automatic reverse. If there's too much inside of there, it will automatically reverse the grinders in order to push out the kale from the top. Now, there's a reverse feature on the Angel 5500, or the series below the 7500. I believe it's 5500 or the 5000. I'm not entirely sure. It has a reverse feature, but you have to use the button in order for that to work. Now, with the 7500 version, it doesn't have that. Now, right now, I'm going to leave it on. I want to... All right, so look at the juice. There's foam action at the top. That's normal for the juice. Now, I just made some kale juice, and there's the pulp. And remember, I told you I'm not going to let this go to waste. It's very dry pulp. I'm actually going to add it to some eggs that I'm making momentarily. Now, I'm just amazed with the juice that it made right here, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with making the eggs. All right, so that's the juice, and right now I'm just going to show you a little bit of the pulp that comes out, just getting the last bit of pulp coming from out of the Angel Juicer 7500. Now I'm going to detach the juicer for cleaning. I'm just going to go ahead and pull off of this right here, this filter right here, and inside you'll see the grinders in there. I'm just going to go ahead and tap that and pull it out and just show you what this did. So it grinded it, and then as you can see towards the end, you can see a lot of the pulp right there, which I'm peeling off. Now, that is supposed to end up in the pulp container, but it didn't quite make it all the way out there. But as I add more fruits or vegetables, it actually pushes some of this stuff off into the collection cup for the pulp. Now, I'm going to use this. All right, there's still some vitamins, minerals, and more importantly, fiber in that. I'm going to do it in my eggs. Now, you see I'm just making some eggs right here. They're frying. I'm adding a little bit of Parmesan cheese for flavor. All right, just sprinkle some on top. Get that soaked in, let it melt a little bit. And then I'm going to add that nutritious, fibrous pulp of kale to the top of it. But before that, I like to add a little bit of flavor. I like to add a little bit of sardines to my eggs for a little bit of flavor to it, a little bit of salt with that as well. All right, so I'm just going to place a little bit of the sardines, or excuse me, anchovies on top. Place that on top for flavor. Spread it out, spread the love. Have some fresh anchovies on top for a lot of flavor. And after I've added some of this, I'm going to go ahead and add the greens to it. Let me put the cap back on to the anchovies, place that to the side. And now it's time to add the pulp to the eggs. Now, place it on the center right here. If you choose to, you can make scrambled eggs, or some people like to make an omelet using the ground up pulp. But either way, I'm placing it on top, spreading the love across the top of the eggs, placing it on top of the anchovies. The nice flavor from the anchovies, along with the greens from the kale, balances everything all out. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss this up right here. I'm not sure if I'm just going to fold it and make it some bootleg omelet or whatnot. At this point, it doesn't look very professionally made, but I'm hungry. So I'm going to add a little bit more cheese to it. Kale, yeah. You don't know funny. And adding the cheese to it adds to more flavor to the eggs, in addition to the cheese that I added before, which is underneath the kale, which has been melting all the way. And I've decided I'm going to make this into an omelet. So I'm going to go ahead and fold the side of the egg on top of that. Do you see that? Folded the side of the eggs on top of the kale. Kale, yeah, that's looking good. Kale, yeah. And I'm pressing it down like that because I want the cheese to go ahead and melt inside of there and just merge in with the kale. Kale, yeah. And that's pretty much how you make a kale omelet after I've made the kale juice, which I've drank already. Getting my vitamins in for the day, as well as the fiber, by not letting it go to waste. I've added the pulp from the kale to my egg omelet, and now I have a kale egg omelet with anchovies inside.